I'm here to help you. Chances are you've been cooking shrimp all wrong. We're going to go a little bit more gentle with these shrimp with this twice cook technique. So with this technique, you want to start with a fully cold pan. And we'll turn on the heat on slightly low, about 2 or 3. You're going to take just a slight glaze of canola spray in your pan and then oddly just lay the shrimp down into the pan one at a time. Now what we're trying to do is cook the shrimp without seizing the shrimp. And what I mean by that is we're trying to maintain some of the integrity of the shape of the shrimp. When you cook a shrimp aggressively, it wants to curl up real hard like that, and cooking it gently like this helps prevent that. Now you want to raise the heat of the pan just enough so that the surface of the shrimp in contact with the pan barely cooks. You don't want to sizzle, you don't want roast, you don't want all of this steam popping up out of the pan. You just want that millimeter of shrimp that's in contact with the pan to start to cook. It'll set the structure of the shrimp for you. So you're starting to see the surface of the shrimp change color. And what I'm going to do is simply flip each of the shrimp very patiently, one by one. And if you notice, they're not tightly curled. They certainly have a curl to them, they're shrimp, but they're not balling up on me. And so I'm starting to hear a little bit of a sizzle here, so I'm gonna back off the heat a touch. So now these shrimp are par cooked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them out of the pan and into a bowl off to the side. Now notice, these shrimp have some steam on them now. They're still carryover cooking. They're going to be the most perfectly, evenly cooked shrimp you've ever tasted in your life. But now, we want to add some flavor. So I've gone back to the pan and I've raised the heat all the way to high. Okay, now that the pan is super hot, I'm going to add just a touch of walnut oil and swirl it in the pan. Now we only need to saute these shrimp for about 45 seconds. If you can't do that, just use your tongs. Now I'm happy with the color, the aroma, and almost guaranteed the flavor on this. I'm going to go ahead and turn this all the way down to 1. There's plenty of heat in that pan. I don't want to overcook the shrimp. Now that the heat's down to low, I'm going to go ahead and add this garlic. The reason I turned it down is I don't want this garlic to burn. I only want this garlic to soften. Oh, that smells amazing. Okay, add my lemon juice. My butter. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off completely. And swirl it into a sauce. And that's worth looking at. Beautiful, softened garlic with the butter sauce here. I'm going to go ahead and add the freshly chopped parsley. And fold. Now you never know how salty shrimp are going to be, so I recommend tasting them before you add a pinch of salt. So I get the benefit of being the first person to taste the shrimp. They're snappy while being tender all at the same time, and I do think they need a small pinch of salt. And it's finished. Twice cooked garlic shrimp with just a little bit of butter and parsley on it. You could find this recipe and others like it in my book, Mad Delicious.